dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News Weekend Edition.
Good evening, I'm Katie Cook. It is a severe weather alert day. You may even be hearing heavy winds and rainfall outside of your home right now. Let's go ahead and check in with meteorologist Brooke Marshall for an update on the forecast.
Yeah, Katie, we've been seeing some very strong winds this evening and into tonight. We've lost a lot. We've had a lot of reports of power being lost. We've even had the power flicker on and off here in the studio, and we can see these showers have not stopped either. Looking at satellite and radar, we've seen those showers coming by all night, and we have had some watches, warnings, and advisories issued. So if you look down south towards our friends in Tennessee, Campbell and Claiborne County, they have been issued a flash flood watch. They are in that now, and that is going to be going until 9 a.m. tomorrow. They're going to be looking out for that flash flooding. Now, the rest of us, you can see pretty much everyone in that tan colored area. That is a wind advisory, and that is going to be going until 2 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. So we're already seeing strong winds. I know some people have reported wind gusts up to even 70 miles per hour into Pike County at one point. So just very strong wind gusts, and these aren't going to die down really soon. We're going to continue to see these as we head into tomorrow. And here's a viewer photo. This is in the Bonnyman area. Thank you, Leanne, for sending this in. You can see those trees lots of debris have been flown into the yard, and we're going to continue to see things like this overnight. So make sure to stay away from any windows, and make sure you have a way to get watches and warnings and stay updated as we go throughout the overnight hours tonight. You can get those on WYMT.com. Me, Brandon, and Paige are always posting updates on social media, and if you don't have the WYMT weather app, get it, because watches and warnings go straight to that. It is the best tool to have. Katie?
All right, thank you, Brooke. And many of you have posted on Facebook or reached out to us about storm damage near your home or in the area that you live. Here is a picture of some damage from Pineville that the Pineville Fire Department posted on their Facebook page. Officials say there are some downed power lines, and a roof has even blown off a building. Again, keep your WYMT weather app handy, as these heavy winds are expected to continue. Well, Governor Andy Beshear announced today that we have 134 new cases of COVID-19 in Kentucky. He also announced the deaths of 3 more Kentuckians due to the virus. One is a 62-year-old man from Pike County. Also at his daily update today, Governor Andy Beshear said he wanted to announce some good news for Easter Sunday. He unveiled a new partnership with Kroger that will expand the state's capability to test for COVID-19. The first location is in Frankfort, opening as early as tomorrow morning. Shelby Smithson has the details.
The drive-through testing announced Sunday won't be the first of its kind in the state, but it will be the first provided by the state. It's through a partnership with Kroger Health, making it possible to test about 20,000 people in the next 5 weeks.
I think we've only tested about 24,000 people total. So this will almost double our number. And then, of course, we have the other 2,000 tests a day that we're ramping up for in our separate effort.
The first location opening up Monday morning at the Franklin County Fairgrounds. People wanting to get tested will go through an online screening process first to find out if they're eligible. If so, you select a testing location and appointment time that works for you. And after a confirmation email and some pre-appointment paperwork, all you need at the testing site is a photo ID.
That will provide a 48-hour turnaround for people getting their results. And this was important to me because 10 days doesn't ultimately help.
As more locations open up across the state, each testing site is expected to handle about 250 vehicles coming through per day, almost certainly increasing the number of positive cases reported, but also making sure people can seek the medical care they need. In Frankfort, Shelby Smithson, WKYT.
The governor says this drive-through testing will be free of charge. You can register for a test at krogerhealth.com/COVID testing. Wayne County, West Virginia has suffered its first death due to COVID-19. A patient at Wayne Nursing and Rehabilitation Center died last night after testing positive for the virus. According to the nursing home, the patient also had several underlying medical conditions. The nursing home confirmed 7 patients and 9 employees tested positive on Thursday. No additional information about the patient has been released. Well, it's Easter Sunday and Christians spent the day celebrating, but it's an unprecedented one. Many families can't be together because of social distancing advisories. In Bullitt County, that didn't stop people from attending Maryville Baptist Church. Jerica Valturia has more on what went on today.
People who walked through those doors to attend Easter Sunday services ended up walking out to find this, a notice that says their license plate numbers have been recorded and reported. Kentucky State Police troopers cited license plates and left notices on every car's windshield, while the owners inside congregating. Celebrating Easter at Maryville Baptist Church. The notices say those inside need to quarantine for 14 days. This comes as Governor Andy Beshear asked churches to close the doors on Easter Sunday so there wouldn't be any in-person gatherings, preventing the possible spread of the coronavirus.
These agendas that it's one thing to keep us safe. It's another when it's starting to become a takeover, and I'm starting to feel like I'm in a communist country.
Among the Sunday crowd, there were a lot of new faces, including these 2 who came all the way from New Jersey.
We really wanted to gather for Easter. I have never not went to church for Easter, and I refuse to do it. Even with this situation going on, my Lord is more important.
Bevelyn Beatty says she and Edme Chavan had a trip planned to Tennessee. But while looking up Easter services, they found out about what Pastor Jack Roberts was doing.
One right that I have is the freedom of assembly. And that's what we did this morning. We got to go to the store, right? Because it's essential and everybody understands that. And nobody's questioning, are you putting your neighbor in danger in a Walmart? This is the same when it comes to this building.
Yes.
Or any building of faith.
There has been a lot of pushback towards Maryville Baptist Church inviting people to attend service in person. Early Sunday morning, we found nails scattered in the driveway leading in and out of the church parking lot. Pastor Jack Roberts believes those nails were intentionally placed there.
I felt sorry for the folks that don't have anything better to do than throw nails in the driveway. I mean, what do you do? If you want to confront me, come and talk to me.
This Easter Sunday, people had the option to watch from their cars online and hear the service from the speakers outside. Frank Harris says he doesn't usually attend church, but he and his wife showed up to stand against the strict rules the governor has put in place.
Well, we just believe that this is a giant overreaction by the state. They don't have the authority to tell businesses or other people what they can do and what they can't do in this situation. The most they should be doing is giving advice and allowing people to make up their own minds.
We're just here to have church. That's all we're doing.
Health officials in our area say the next 2 weeks are critical to stopping the spread of the virus. So avoid large gatherings and follow the social distancing rules. In Hillview, Jerica Valtira, Wave 3 News.
No decision has been made on what to do with those recorded license plates. And as many churches around the Commonwealth were asked to stop in-person services due to COVID-19, some have found unique ways to hold Easter Sunday services. Manchester Baptist Church offered a new non-traditional Easter service to the community, a drive-in style service. We talked with a church elder who says it was great to see his church family, but from a 6-foot distance.
A beautiful service. Seeing people in their car windows singing along. I couldn't hear them and I missed that, but I know they're singing the hymns, worshiping the Lord with me, and just getting to see folks smile and hear folks do the honking amens. It was really nice.
The church had 36 cars show up to the service and 60 people watching the service on Facebook Live. And one church in Knott County chose to have a drive-in service as well, and even expanded. WYMT's Lacey Roberts was at that service and has more.
Another Sunday service being held outside churches across the Commonwealth.
We're here today to proclaim the grandest miracle.
But this is not just any Sunday.
We call it Resurrection Sunday, when Jesus rose from the dead.
Easter, one of the most commonly attended days for church. This year, a new way of gathering. Pastor Mike Cottle of Hyman First Baptist Church saw fit to offer a larger space, meeting at the Knott County Sportsplex.
Because all over the world, there's people that love the Lord and want this day to stand out as our hope and the reason why we gather.
And some others.
And we're glad we could get out of the house.
Songs to get you moving. The message broadcasting on the radio and Facebook Live.
I love it being on Facebook because I can go back and watch it later.
Patty Hayes grateful for this time of fellowship, even in these circumstances.
If my church, my family gets together, I need to be in the midst of that.
Keeping everyone protected.
But still yet there's a visualization of the reality of our true fellowship.
Knowing that they will soon be back together. In Knott County, Lacey Roberts, WYMT Mountain News.
This was the first time a service like this was done. More than 24 cars and counting came out for the service. Well, earlier today, we aired live Easter church services right here on WYMT. The services featured music and sermons from the Table in Louisa, the Creek in London, and Summit in Hazard. If you missed them this morning, then that is okay. You can go on our website, WYMT.com, to watch them back. Well, the pastor of Chavy's First Church of God here in Perry County brought a little extra Easter spirit to kids in the area. They got a special surprise brought to them since they are quarantined at home. I talked with the pastor today about their unique Easter celebration. There is one bunny on the list of essential workers.
Even our Easter bunny wore a mask because our governor said he was essential and we wanted to make sure he was protected too.
And with his mask and some help from the folks at Chavy's First Church of God, he hippity-hopped his way around Hazard, bringing some joy to the church's youth.
And we packed treat bags for all the kids in our church.
Not being able to meet in person has been hard on this church as well as many others.
It's been very difficult, but thank the Lord, He's helped us and given us some unique ways, I guess, to go around it.
With Facebook Live and even drive-in services to still spread their message.
We're thankful for these opportunities. They may be different, but the Lord is opening doors that we never dreamed of.
And it is the little things during this time
We got a diamond bunny back here, guys.
that can amount to the most.
People were texting saying, you have no idea how much that means.
Bringing some hope to a dark time.
Seeing a church come by and give out candy and seeing the Easter bunny.
Just like Jesus did on that Easter Sunday. Now the church decided to do this instead of their annual egg hunt, which had to be canceled. Still to come on Mountain News Weekend Edition, we have tips on how to stay safe in severe weather during the COVID-19 outbreak.
And we are tracking some gusty winds and a line of heavy showers moving across our region tonight. I'll provide a breakdown on that next.